Business After Hours is tonight in Great Falls and all the spooky things for the weekend. Welcome, brought to you by Kellertainment Talent Productions and Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio in the 2J's Complex. This is your Great Falls Daily Connection for Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. I'm your host, Steve Keller. From Great Falls, I tie all the activities and live music all together for you in this show, plus give you news you need to know. And let's start with what's going on for today. It's a beautiful day in Great Falls. Leaves are still changing. Today's high 66 degrees. I was checking the forecast. And for the rest of the week, check this out. I have a low tonight around 42 with some southwest winds. We'll have some winds, especially tomorrow. High of 72 degrees. This is the end of October. Amazing. And it's going to be windy again. Saturday, 67 degrees, and by Saturday night, a slight chance of rain down to about 40. Sunday, 54. Sunday night, 33. Chance of rain or snow, and there may be some snow or bad road conditions up in the mountains if you're traveling this weekend. So do yourself a favor and do me a favor. Dial 511 before you go because the roads may be a little dicey. And as we get into the winter months, I will give you a daily road condition right here on the Great Falls Daily Connection. So what am I missing here? Now, if there's an event that I didn't mention, or if you want to know more about the city meetings or more about sports or something I haven't even thought of, let me know in the comments here on YouTube. And you can give me a call or text, and my phone line is open, 406-590-8856. Well, today is Thursday, October 23rd. It's National Crocs Day, which I thought was interesting because it's you can celebrate the footwear that you can clean with a garden hose. It's also Event Organizers Day, and I was going to organize an event, but I'm the only one here, and I took the day off from that. And finally, it's National Mole Day. Mole. And, I got to get it right. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Mole. And what else is going on for today? We got live music going on with the Castle Reefers tonight. That's over at the Stadium Sports Bar right next to the Holiday Inn, 5th Street and 10th Avenue South, just off 10th Avenue South. Also, we've got Cash and Company with Merle Peterson and his band playing tonight at the Frontier Inn. And look forward to that. If you can't be there for that, then there's live music all over Great Falls for tomorrow. And I'll let you know later on here in the forecast. Other events going on for today in the Great Falls area. The Neighborhood Council number 4 meeting, if you're a part of that, that starts at 6:30. The Habitat for Humanity information session, where you can take the first step toward home ownership. That's at the Great Falls College, MSU, room 1507 this evening after work at 5:30. Also, did I mention the book sale? That's at the Cordingley Room, 3rd floor of the library. That's going on again for the week with the AAUW used book sale. They also have CDs and DVDs and other things like that. Now for Friday, oh my goodness, and for the weekend. All right, let's take a deep breath and go through this because it starts off, we got crosstown football tomorrow night. Great Falls High and CMR at Memorial Field. That starts at 7 o'clock. We have our share of live music tomorrow night. Joel Corda at the Sip and Dip. Rick Tryon at the Halftime Sports Bar at 6. Eric Fingers Ray at the Celtic Cowboy starting at 6. And then at 7 o'clock at the Frontier Inn, allegedly red. I think they'll actually start at 8 o'clock. But then at 9 o'clock at the Beacon Ice House, the El Kajim Jam Band and DJ Dave with karaoke afterwards over at the Beacon Ice House. And at the Do Bar, 50-watt sun, 90s rock and roll, baby. Plus, all of our weekend activities for Halloween. I mean, we just have a lot of stuff going on. For Friday, we have UP Volleyball versus Dickinson State. That's tomorrow night at 6. Collegiate Women's Varsity volleyball. Great Falls Americans hockey game is against Sheridan Hawks. That's tomorrow night at 7:05 up at the Iceplex. And the Scare Away Hunger Food Drive is going on tomorrow from 12 till 5 at Sam's Club. And I think they'll do that on Saturday, too. I'm not sure. But that's a food collection event hosted by the Great Falls Community Food Bank. And later on in this broadcast, I'm going to tell you why you need to know where the food banks and the food bank resources are. Saturday, are you ready? We got so much going on. At 10 o'clock Saturday morning, the Halloween party and 4th annual costume contest in the Cordingley Room of the Great Falls Public Library. We have a lot of Halloween-themed and other special events scheduled, including the Bootlegger Ball at the History Museum, stepping back into the 1920s. The Bootlegger Ball hosted by the History Museum and Research Center. That includes specialty cocktails, dinner, live jazz music by the John Gemberling Jazz Combo, silent auction, 1920s costume contest. That starts at 6 Saturday at the History Museum. A Night for the Goal Masquerade Ball with Montana Rush Soccer. My grandson is in that. And they're hosting an elegant adult-only masquerade ball to support its youth programs. That starts at 6 at the Heritage Inn with a 50-50 raffle, a chance to win real money, a silent auction, dancing, and dining at the Heritage Inn, 1700 Fox Farm Road. Also Saturday, 5 p.m. till closing, we have 28th anniversary Freakers Ball, the 28th anniversary, with Switch Off Safety, Plague of Aces, Blessed Doom. Some of these are friends of mine, and I've seen them in concert in other places. And this is at the Do Bar all evening long, starting at 5 o'clock on Saturday. The Fright Fest is hosted by Sober Life, an annual Halloween event at Montana Expo Park. That'll be Saturday night from 6 till 9. And the LGBTQ Center for Great Falls over at the Times Square building is having their first annual Fabulous Fright Night fundraiser and party. It's $5 to get in. Live band with myself and the Castle Reefers and Willie Puffett. And there's a costume contest, the scariest costume, the couple group costume, creative and kids prizes, carnival games, and the trick-or-treat basket raffle. Now, if that's not enough, that's just Saturday night. There are daytime events Saturday, including our Empty Bowls 2025. The YWCA has done this for many, many years, and it's a family-friendly lunch supporting a good cause at this fundraising event for the Mercy Home Shelter Program. You will get handmade bowls from Montana artists, and after you're done with the soup, you get to take the bowl home. It starts at 11 o'clock where? University of Providence. That's how big this thing is now. University of Providence at 1301 20th Street South. Now from 9 till 3:30 at the Mansfield Civic Center, there's the Ghouls and Goblins Fall Craft Show, where you shop a variety of spooky-themed crafts. It's over at the Mansfield Event Center all day long. Kids Halloween Crafts at the Crafters Lounge, 724 6th Street Northwest, where kids can celebrate the spooky season, creating 2 Halloween crafts. That starts at 10 o'clock. $5 will get you in the Crafters Lounge, again, 724 6th Street Northwest. The buy-up event, Bring Your Own Pumpkin, and Steinhaus is hosting its annual pumpkin carving contest. I remember that. I'm glad I was reminded of that. That's why I'm doing this show, to get all these events together. It's welcoming all ages. Supplies will be provided. Starts at 12 noon Saturday at the Steinhaus at 711 First Avenue North near the 2J's complex. The 3rd annual Lick or Treat for kids and pets is at the Great Falls Voyagers parking lot starting at 3 this Saturday. Not 3:30, but 3. Free spooky surprise bags available for both kids and pets. And again, the Scream at Santine, a haunted house-style attraction at Voyager Stadium. That's going on this weekend. The Haunted Time Machine Tunnel Tours at Elevation 3330, which is over at 310 First Avenue South. The, what am I missing here? Oh, yes, the Basset Hound Howl-O-Ween at 1401 Northwest Bypass. Fun, pet-friendly Halloween-themed gathering. Great Falls Americans Hockey Saturday night playing the Yellowstone Quake at 7 o'clock. And it's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day Saturday. You can go to any pharmacy and drop off your medications. We talked about the Empty Bowl, the Night for Masquerade Ball, and the History Museum. And there's so many things going on. The Bootlegger Ball, sponsored by the Celtic Cowboy and D. Davidson and JCCS. So what's going on for October 31st? We have the Rocky Horror Show at the Newberry. 2 performances for that, one in the evening, one at midnight. And you can get your tickets over there at the Newberry. And then for November, we'll talk about that next week. Plus, we'll talk about all the leaf pickup for next week here on the Great Falls Daily Connection. And thank you to all the people and businesses that post their information that I gather for you. And I want to recommend some people. The Great Falls Electric, online at theelectricgf.com. They sponsored last night's moderated, it was a, what do you call it? It was a debate. It wasn't a debate. It was sort of like, questions and people talked. It was the candidate forum is what it was. So that was last night. And if you'd like to see that, and I recommend you do, go to the Great Falls Electric website, theelectricgf.com. It's also on their Facebook page. I also want to thank the Great Falls Gazette, the local paper that I recommend you subscribe to because they have great news. We'll talk about that and see what they have on their pages. I want to thank the KGPR Electron Online and David Sasloff and everybody over there. The City of Great Falls City Online Calendar, the Visit GreatFallsMontana.org website, and all the organizations that post on Facebook and elsewhere that I gather for you here on the Great Falls Daily Connection. Now, before the news that you need to know, the Great Falls Daily Connection is connected to my company, Kellertainment Talent Productions. I do weddings, I do live music, I do performing, I do MC work, I do voiceover work. I digitize memories for you from VHS and tapes and cassettes. And that's what Kellertainment Talent Company is all about, because we have a pool of talent. If you need talent for your event or a wedding reception, call me, 406-590-8856. Thank you for watching so far. The Great Falls Daily Connection is connected and produced by my own company, Kellertainment Talent Productions. I'm a live entertainer, a DJ. I've done many wedding receptions and live events and emceed events, and also we're doing audio and video production and promotion and analog to digital transfer, and also improving those transfers because I can do things that a lot of people don't know how to do, like getting the noise off audio recordings and getting those precious memories preserved. So a lot of people have been asking me about that lately, so I'm always available if you'd like to transfer some VHS tapes of great memories or high 8, whatever you got. I'm a phone call away, 406-590-8856. And also, Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio has a program led by Sage that'll put you on a more perfect path for you. And her 30-day renewal program is over at Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio. You can find out more and go to the Facebook page for Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio, or go to their website, harmonyinthefallsyoga.com. All right, so off to news here, and this is urgent news concerning food assistance for thousands of Montana families. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, will likely not issue November benefits because of the government shutdown. This is affecting about 77,000 Montanans, including working families and children and seniors, and local advocates are calling the situation a political game, impacting food security, and food banks across the state are already preparing for a major influx of need. The governor's office says he's urging Congress to pass a short-term funding bill to resolve the crisis. But in doing so, premiums for health care will go up substantially. It's kind of a no-win situation right now. SNAP recipients should check your card balance. And here's a list of food banks here in Great Falls. If you have any other ideas or comments on the loss of SNAP benefits that we can help out with here in Great Falls, just comment here on YouTube. Now, there are 5 of these places I'm going to mention. Of course, the Great Falls Community Food Bank at 1620 12th Avenue North. The Salvation Army Family Services at 527 9th Avenue South. The St. Vincent de Paul at 426 Central Avenue West. Set Free Christian Fellowship at 216 9th Street North, and Helping Hands at First English, 726 2nd Avenue North. Well, like I mentioned, the candidates for the City Commission took questions with the Electric, KFBB, and KRTV last night at the library. I want to thank the candidates for coming out. I want to thank those organizations for putting that on. And again, the easiest way to watch that is go to the Great Falls Electric Facebook page. And now, new state laws are impacting what can be displayed in Montana school classrooms. They're restricting teachers from putting up displays that promote certain political, ideological, or religious viewpoints. And you can see in all of the major news sources that Calumet has reached an agreement with the state about taxes. You can read about that in the Great Falls, in the electricgf.com, and the Great Falls Gazette, in KRTV. Basically, it's all over right now. Other news, in AP, I'm looking at apnews.com, and we have dozens charged in illegal sports betting in rigged poker games backed by the mafia. Wow, that's big news. That's a huge thing. Oil prices are set to rise sharply because of international markets. The East Wing demolition continues at the White House. The entire East Wing is being demolished as we speak right now. The president says he needs the room for his $250 million ballroom. Also in the news, mortgage rates have fallen to the lowest level of 2025. There is the plans for federal deployment in San Francisco has been called off. And Elon Musk says he needs $1 trillion to stop corporate terrorists from wresting control of Tesla. So if you have an extra trillion hanging around, give him a call. Here's the rest of the news for today that you may want to talk about with your friends. The latest trends in stress relief sees people screaming. It's scream clubs. They're scream clubs. They're places where you go to work out your frustrations by just going into a room and screaming at the top of your lungs. Or you can just try to renew your registration. Stand in line. Some weather models predict New York could see 100 inches of snow this winter. A new survey shows 1/4 of American workers didn't take any vacation time this year. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is standing by the league's decision to have Bad Bunny perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. And finally, there's a new medical study that proves that eating 2 kiwis per day can cure chronic constipation. No, why do you ask? No, the fruit, not the bird. That's your Great Falls Daily Connection for today. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this show. If you do, share this with people. Like us and follow us. That's all I ask. Brought to you by your friends at Harmony in the Falls Yoga Studio. And they have an 8-week introductory class coming up again, so you learn all about yoga. And Keller Talent Productions, producing the Great Falls Daily Connection Monday through Friday. My name is Steve Keller. And until now and the next time that we talk on YouTube, if I don't see ya, I'll see ya.